Those Real Housewives getting a bitter taste of reality. A judge sentencing both Teresa and Joe Giudice to prison for fraud. ABC's TJ Holmes is here with that story. Good morning, TJ.
Hey, good morning to you. What a downfall here. One of the biggest stars of one of the most successful reality franchises appeared to have it all, living lavishly for all the world to see. But that reality was a fake. A judge now saying Teresa deserves to be in jail.
I'm like crying.
You know, I wish that we didn't have these little issues that we have.
Their personal and legal battles have played out for years on the Real Housewives of New Jersey.
I hate us being in the newspaper. I hate us being on the news.
Now Teresa and Joe Giudice are heading to prison. Teresa sentenced to 15 months, Joe to just under 3.5 years after pleading guilty in March to multiple counts of fraud, and in Joe's case, failing to file tax returns. Together, they must also pay $414,000 in restitution.
And we're satisfied with the result.
Teresa sobbing during sentencing Thursday, telling the judge, quote, "I'm so scared, but that I fully take responsibility for my actions." That judge saying she believed Teresa showed genuine remorse, but also said, "My gut tells me Teresa Giudice deserves to be in jail." Specifically taking aim at the Giudices' failure to properly disclose all of their assets. The judge calling it a direct affront to the court when Teresa asserted her jewelry was worthless, her furniture cheap, and her business ventures valueless.
So over the top, it's so me, it's so gold, Swarovski crystals.
The Giudices' lavish lifestyle often on display on The Real Housewives. This morning, they're facing a much starker reality. Teresa will begin her 15-month sentence on January 5th. The judge mentioning two possible prisons, West Virginia's federal prison camp Alderson, where Martha Stewart was imprisoned, or the federal correction facility in Danbury, Connecticut, the real-life inspiration for the hit show Orange is the New Black.
What's going on?
The wake up at Danbury, 6 a.m. Their uniform, khaki pants and khaki shirt. No makeup or excessive jewelry allowed.
So I do cry myself to sleep sometimes.
Perhaps the one bit of good news for the Giudices, the judge allowing Joe to start his sentence after Teresa is released, so at least one parent can be home to take care of their 4 daughters. The girls, ages 5 to 13, fixtures on The Real Housewives. The judge saying Thursday that the sentencing should also serve as a lesson to them. Your 4 daughters need to understand discipline. She said, if you don't have it, you shouldn't spend it. The Giudices most recently spoke exclusively with our own Amy Robach earlier this year.
I can't just be upset and crawl up in a ball and just go in a room and lock the door. I can't. I'm a mom. I have 4 daughters.
But when the door is shut and they are in bed, do you get to do that?
Yes, and I do that. I mean, I would be lying to say that's not happening.
This morning, the Giudices getting their own dose of reality. Now, the judge says she actually considered probation for Teresa and thought she showed genuine remorse. But the couple had the judge fuming when they failed to properly disclose their finances during sentencing, assailing them for what she called a continued pattern of lies and deception. So maybe they had a chance to get probation, but they blew it at that sentencing.
I feel for their children. It's a tough situation for everyone.
Okay, guys,
Thank you so much,
you.
TJ.
All right, thanks, yes.